Hello, I'm going to try and get this video done pretty quickly because I am aware of people losing interest very, very fast in videos when there is too much rambling, and I'm really good at rambling. So anyway, Inktober is something, if you're not familiar, where as an artist it's an exercise in which you try to create something every day for the month of October. This is my third year participating in Inktober, and it took me until December to actually finish the 31 drawings I'd set for myself as a goal. You can do Inktober however you want to. There are many different ways to do it. It's entirely personal. Some people use prompts, some don't. I do not use prompts. And my goal every year is to end up with 31 illustrations that I put into a book. And then I show you the illustrations and the book at the end of the month. My previous 2 years of doing Inktober I have videos for. You can find them on my channel if you're interested. So quickly about the book. It's hardbacked, it's fabric covered. I've decorated it with some fake leaves, some ribbon. This is what do you call it, muslin that I've dyed. There's ribbons. It's a very unusual color scheme for me. I usually do silver all the time, silver, sometimes copper, but for this one I decided to go with gold because it's all based around this beautiful fabric, and you can see it's got all this gold highlighting in it, and I fell in love, and I had some gold ribbon and I just went all out with the gold. Excuse me. I'm I'd say I'm getting over a cold now, but if I'm entirely truthful, I'm between colds now because every little virus in the world is coming through my children's school right now and ending up inside of me. So yes, lovely book. I did not make the charm. This was given to me excuse me, as a gift for my Halloween Advent last year. My friend made it. It's got lots of great things, little skull, little frog, little bottle. I did alter it slightly. There was a jingle bell I had to remove because it was loud, and I don't cope so well with annoying, loud, abrasive, jingly sounds, even though I really like the look of it. And this bottle was full of like little iridescent kind of confetti stars, green ones, which didn't really go with this, so I filled it instead with some agate and quartz so that the colors went better. But overall I think that the charm is just perfect for this book. So here we go, on to the inside. The inside is covered in felt, inside cover rather, and you can see that the pages, I'll hold it up, you can see I've used mica sprays and metallic sprays as well as matte sprays, so there's like a copper metallic and a flat dark brown. I've done that on all the pages. The pages are made from just brown craft paper, and I've done my usual blanket stitch around every page with a bit of crochet and chains. And this took me a lot, far beyond October, let's say, but I'd rather just have it documented truthfully than pretending that I managed all in the month, because I did not. In fact, it was very difficult for me to get started this month. It was just it was really difficult. I know I say every year I'm not going to do Inktober again, but this time I don't know if I really mean it. It was such a struggle, such a struggle. And the reason why it was such a struggle is because I just take so long on each of my drawings. They're supposed to be like quick exercises, and to get one for every day in the month, I need to spend hours. And especially when I do things with lots of little hairs, it's quite time consuming for me. So yeah, as you can see, I've also used gold photo corners. I just went really glitzy on this. This one's kind of a family portrait with Bun Bun and my oldest daughter, and that's supposed to be me as a mushroom person. And this is my youngest daughter with her baby Bunnin. The reason why I'm telling you this is because it's to explain the next one a bit. Yeah, I showed my daughters this one. I'm like, oh, isn't it cute? It's us. And they were annoyed with me because I'd left their dad out. I'm like, Daddy just didn't fit in a way that made sense. Of course, they don't understand that. They don't care. So I said, fine, fine, fine. The next day, I went and I did this, which are the girls represented as merbats and their daddy. And of course, there's no room for Mummy because it's a very small space. So yeah, I wasn't sure how to make the merbat masculine either, so I just gave him a furry chest, which I think came out absolutely adorable. But yeah, Inktober it's a really good exercise. I mean, this is the third year doing it, so I have 93 unique illustrations that I've created purely from making myself participate in this, you know? And that's good going. And I have these books that I can keep forever, and I really like having them, but it takes a lot out of me. Like this guy here, oh my god, the hairs. So many hairs. There's a lot of hairs on this too, I suppose. But yeah, it's just developing skills, pushing boundaries, and creating utter nonsense, as you can see with the betta in a succulent tank. Utter nonsense. I like the nonsense. This isn't nonsense, that's a tardigrade. I love tardigrades. They're just so cute. So cute. I like to watch videos of tardigrades. Just bumbling around on slides. Some Hello Kitty fan art. This was an exercise I set for myself to see if I could like create a drawing in under an hour, and I could. It's like the only one in the whole book that I managed to not take hours and hours and hours on. I'm like, oh, maybe I could do that again. I could not. Everything else took time. Lots of time. Well, this little guy, he didn't take quite so much time, but still. It's hard coming up with like new ideas as well, like, or not repeating too closely things I've done in the past as well. So there's that. I quite like his little face. His little baby dragon with his potion bottle full of bones. Some Pusheen fan art with her little brother Pip. Pip is like, oh, the actual gunned plushies of Pip are the softest things you'll ever feel. I love them. I've got 3 Pips now. They're all different though, or different sizes at least. I collect Pusheens. Yeah, I'm making a Pusheen book at the moment actually. I'll make a video for that when it's finished, because I love my Pusheens. And this isn't, well, the first time I did this, like several pages ago, with the kind of the plant on the windowsill with the blacked out background, it kind of happened by accident, but then I was like, well, I would like to do that again, but differently or better, and that's what happened the second time. That's something I'd like to do more of, though, I think. I really like the little plant people. Not so much mandrake, just plant people. Here we have a little witch and a warty pumpkin. This one didn't take too long. There's quite a lot of tiny line shading. For anyone who's at all curious, I use micron pens for my illustrating. I'm quite picky about them. They're quite good because the ink stays put. Yeah. So more art or nonsense, right? Nonsense and rambling. Try to keep the rambling under control. This was supposed to have like a mobile up here, but I didn't like the way it came out, so I erased it, but now it feels quite unbalanced to me. So if it looks unbalanced to you too, there's a reason. There was supposed to be a thing there. Oh, look, he's got his little baby. This one cracks me up. I love sheep abduction pictures when they just look completely doofy, I guess. This bumbling sheep. Warty squashes and a sunflower, I guess. An anglerfish looking ferocious, but they're actually so tiny. But they do look ferocious. Little needle teeth. And this is the last page, and each time I finish I try to kind of do a bridge to Christmas, because everything previously tends to be very spooky or Halloweeny. Lots of nature, but also just a lot of autumnal kind of darkness mixed with cuteness, but then I try to kind of bridge the last one with Christmas. So we've got a snowman with festive lights and jack-o'-lantern ornaments and a little ghosty. I wasn't sure if I should do it like a tunnel, which is what I've done, or if I should have just blacked out the background like he's living inside the snowman. He's the spirit of the snowman. I don't know. I think that's a concept I'll revisit though, because I thought that was really, really cute. It came out well. And that's the end of the book. That's it. So yeah, that's the end of Inktober for this year. If you'd like to see my previous year ones, I do have videos for them, like these. This one has black pages, which was quite good for contrast. And here's the first year, which is quite a chunky, fluffy book. And see how the drawings have, I suppose, evolved from the completing the exercise every year. So yeah, we'll see if this happens again next year. I wouldn't bet on it, but you never know. You never know. So if you stuck around this long, thanks for watching, and I will return at some point.